Today, an Iowa man is starting a 26-day bike ride across the country to put a spotlight on two of Iowa's World War II veterans.
Gleanna Roberts and Beverly Jean Moses were part of the Women's Air Force Service Pilots, or WASP, program during the Second World War. KCRG TV9's Connor Woodruff is in the studio. And Connor, you spoke with the rider ahead of his big trip.
That's exactly right. Larry Ritland's going to be kicking off from Sharon Center near Iowa City later on this morning. He's going to be riding all the way to the National WASP Museum in Texas to honor Roberts and Moses for their service. By Ritland's calculations, he'll be riding more than 1,100 miles to the museum. Ritland says he heard about Roberts and Moses after receiving an ad for the WASP Museum in the mail. And after sending a few donations and eventually visiting the museum, he discovered Roberts and Moses both died during the war and were from Iowa. Ritland says heroes like those two shouldn't go unnoticed by historians.
There's so many forgotten stories of many events in history, and this happens to be one of them. They decided to do away with it near the end of the war. And then nothing more was brought up. And there were so many things going on that their role was forgotten about.
Ritland has been planning this ride for more than a year now. In doing so, he's made relationships with Roberts' relatives who can help tell their stories.
Gleanna Roberts grew up on a farm, and I've been to the farm where she grew up just a month ago and visited with a nephew that still lives there. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to locate any family members for Beverly Jean Moses, but she's buried at Pleasant Hill, Iowa.
Thursday, Ritland will be making a pit stop in Des Moines to speak at the proclamation making September 5th in remembrance of Roberts and Moses. He's also looking forward to telling their story at a social studies class while he's riding through Kansas. In the studio, Connor